Man, it's Friday. We need to get a show together. We'll call Dave.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, it's Friday. I'm down at a Northern Pacific Coffee Company.
Northern Pacific Coffee Company? On C Street? Cross Street in Garfield?
You know, they got some really good coffee. I've been going here a few times, and I think it'd be a great idea for a show.
Good coffee, huh? You know, I've never had coffee. Matter of fact, I'm right down the street, so let me walk on down there.
Oh, you're just across the street?
I'll be there in a little bit. All right, man. All right. What's going on, Mike? So, I'm over here at the North Pacific Coffee Company. What made you come here?
Well, you know, I'm going to PLU this next year, and this is kind of like the hangout spot for all the PLU students and even the Parkland community. I mean, there's folks that come here because of the coffee.
Well, I read your text, and you said this guy is also a former Marine.
Yeah.
So he served like in the 90s in Kosovo, and I heard it from the text said he had a remarkable story.
Oh yeah, you should talk to him. Yeah. And you know what? While you're at it, I know you haven't ever drank coffee before, but maybe it's not too late.
Well, yeah, I never had coffee because I just didn't have any taste. Well, I don't know if I have a taste for it because I never had it.
Exactly.
So maybe I should give it a shot. Episode 14, Northern Pacific Coffee Company.
A sip of coffee.
A sip of coffee. Well, let's go talk to Ed. His name Ed, right?
Ed, yep. Let's go with a story.
Let's give it a shot. Let's do it. Coffee. All right, here we are, Northern Pacific Coffee Company over in Parkland, and we have the owner in front of us. Ed, say dress. All right, Ed, got a popular place here. Got a lot of college kids from PLU in the community. It's filling up your place. How'd you make it happen?
That's a great question, Dave. I think one of the reasons why we're so popular with the college crowd is that we're not like your typical canned coffee house. We're not corporate. We have a really welcoming environment. You look at the books on the shelves and the couches, and we have local art. There's always community events going on, so it's much more than an artificial created environment. It's a very organic. We call it the living room of Parkland. It's been here since 1994. It's a part of the community, and we shut down from December 15th through April 11th, and there were a lot of folks that were really displaced in this community looking for other places to go. So yeah, I think that, and we have a staff that knows everyone's name. They're much more than customers. The community, they're actually friends, and we get to know each of them personally. So yeah, I think we provide something that a lot of the corporate places can't.
All right, Ed, popular place, great establishment, but you're the owner. So everybody wants to know, how did you become the owner? Tell us a little bit about that story.
Well, about 5 years ago, my wife's cousin graduated from PLU. We're driving down Garfield Street. I had been in the coffee business about 15, 16 years at that point, and my wife actually was a manager for Starbucks. We looked over at the corner here on Garfield Street, and just heart got ripped out of my chest. Something just really spoke to me about this place, and I asked my wife, hey, when we move back up here from Tennessee, how would you like to own that place? And she just kind of smiled, and she's like, yeah, it's really cute, but you realize this is Parkland. And didn't know exactly what she meant by that. But lo and behold, about 6 months ago, I was actually at a church gathering, and one of the gentlemen in our missional community mentioned that everybody was praying for this place to reopen because it was such a vital part of the community. And the minute they said Northern Pacific Coffee Company, I just had this flashback to 5 years ago and asked, who was selling it. And there was a sign in the window, and I called Mike and Liz Myers, and it just kind of happened from there. We worked through the process. Had a partner that was on board with buying it. He had been here before, really enjoyed the atmosphere, and saw the potential in reopening it. So we made it happen.
Well, when we come back to the Dave and Mike Show, we're going to talk a little bit more with Ed of the Northern Pacific Coffee Company. He's the owner. Great information, great interview so far. But we're going to take a break and pay the bills. We'll be right back.
Hello everybody, my name is Ada Kimmons, owner of a Touch of Beauty salon for men and women. We invited you to come and visit us at 15413 First Avenue, Court South, Tacoma, Washington 98444. And if you need more information, please call us at 253-426-1638. We support the Dave and Mike Show. Thank you and have a great day.
My name is Greg. I own Allen Sons Auto Repair Shop. We got the best deal in town. We're at 15413 First Avenue, Court South, Tacoma, right behind Albertsons and U-Haul. We got the best deals in town. Come and check us out. We do exhaust, engine repair, diagnostic, electrical, you name it, anything about cars. Come and check us out. We'll help you out. Thank you, Dave and Mike Show, for hooking me up.
If you're looking to train with one of the best martial arts schools in the Pierce County area, check us out, Linderman Academy of Martial Arts. We're right here in Parkland. We've been here for over 18 years. We have programs for adults, even 5- and 6-year-olds, and we work on developing lifetime skills. And I have a saying in here that you don't get a second chance at a first impression, and with the way our world is going today, we're making leaders for our future. We've got programs, like I said, for adults, kids, and we even have a lean and fit workout. If you're looking to lose weight, get in shape, come try us out. We're at 12702 Pacific Avenue in Parkland. Our telephone number is 253-531-1963. Check us on our website, www.lindermanacademy.com.
Welcome back to the Dave and Mike Show. I'm Dave. I'm here with Ed, owner of the North Pacific Coffee Company over here in Parkland, in between Parkland and Tacoma. So, busy shop, it's popular. What do you guys offer here in the community, and what you're doing for the community?
I think some of the things that we offer that are unique to this community is, one, we offer just knockout coffee. We use a local roaster, Valhalla Coffee Company. They've been known for their excellence in this industry for about 15 years. We use all locally produced beers. So all of our taps are actually brewed in Washington State by local craft brewers. We try to stay in Pierce County as much as possible. We feature brews from Wingman Brewing Company. Ken is actually, the brewmaster is a PLU grad. So we try to tie as much of our business to PLU as possible. We also use Trade Route Brewing Company in Pacific, Washington, also another fantastic brewery. In addition to food and beer, we are now offering some top-notch wine and cheese. So we get a lot of stuff from Tacoma Boys. And yeah, so we're offering some high-end food and beverage here. Another thing that really brings us students in, we have a fantastic open mic night. Wednesday nights we actually have a pretty large pool of talent from all over Tacoma. We even have folks come up from Olympia and down from Seattle. We're kind of known for the open mic. Fridays and Saturday nights we book a pretty wide range. We embrace diversity when it comes to music. We have everything from Americana to punk rock to indie, independent, ambient music, DJs. On that note, we also feature a lot of local art. Right now we're featuring the art of Lisa Nelson, who actually teaches ceramics here in Parkland, but she's also a fantastic painter, and we're selling her pieces to finance her trip to China. She's actually in China right now teaching ESL and attending some women's conferences, so we've had a lot of folks come out and support her through the purchase of her art, and there's still a few pieces left, so yeah, definitely would invite anyone to come out and check out the show that's hanging right now.
Okay, when we come back to the Dave and Mike Show, we'll talk to some of the patrons of the Northern Pacific Coffee Company. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Paul, one of the baristas at Northern Pacific Coffee Company down here on Garfield Street and C Street in Parkland, telling you to support the Dave and Mike Show, and also come on down to our store for the best in coffee, craft brewed beer, and live music. In fact, we've got the Decemberists this week. Okay, actually we don't have the Decemberists. We have their album for sale. But come check us out and check out our live music. Thanks.
Here we are with two patrons of the North Pacific Coffee Company. We are with
Brandine Baumgartner. And Hillary Heibeck.
So, tell us a little bit why you come to this specific coffee shop.
I personally like the atmosphere. It reminds me of back home, which is in San Francisco. It reminds me of that kind of atmosphere. It's very friendly, it's very outgoing, so that's why I come here. And the coffee is absolutely spectacular.
Well, I started coming here a couple years ago for the open mics that happen on Wednesdays. My friend and I would play music, and I've just been coming here ever since, and now it's just a place that I can come and show up and know that I'll run into my friends.
It seems like this shop, everybody knows one another.
Yeah, it's kind of Parkland's living room.
Right.
Yeah.
It's right on Garfield, and PLU's right down the road, and you get all the students are coming in, so it's very comfortable, right? Relaxed, coffee's good, and open mic and everything, so it's just a good place to be, huh?
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Good place to be. Open mic, good coffee, good people, community. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Okay, well, we're here with Ed, and he is the latte art master, and he's going to share with us how he puts it all together. And I want to remind you folks that are listening and viewing this today, I don't drink coffee, but I think I might try it today. Maybe. Let's see what he can put together and convince me to have my first taste of coffee. Yes, first taste of coffee. All right, Ed, let's get her done. All right, Ed, what are we doing?
Well, I've ground espresso into this portafilter, and I'm tamping it to make sure that the extraction is even. Now I'm doing what's called blessing the portafilter. I'm just kind of getting the loose coffee out from around the...
Blessing the what?
Blessing the coffee. Blessing it, yeah. And what that does is it creates a tight seal between the portafilter and the group head so that we properly extract the coffee. I'm going to start extracting. Actually have my milk done about the same time as my coffee, because we want to use the shots of coffee within about 10 seconds so that we capture all of the flavor. Okay, what I'm going to do now is pour a simple latte art design. We call it a rosetta. Some people, it looks kind of like a fern leaf. And ultimately, I'm going to try to actually put a little heart on top of it. So, are you ready? And that's not as pretty as I'd like it to be. It is a leaf.
You getting that, buddy? Wow.
I could probably pour a different one, make it a little nicer.
So, when did you start doing this? When did you realize that you had all these skills?
Well, I've been working in coffee since 1989. I worked for a small coffee roaster down in Gainesville, Florida. Shop looked a lot like this. It was called the Hardback Cafe. We had books on the shelves and a lot of punk bands, and it was a pretty big part of the Gainesville music scene. And we didn't do anything this fancy. Wasn't until probably it was probably 2003, 2004 where latte art really became popular, and I was finishing up my career with Starbucks and went to work for an independent coffee roaster, and yeah, we wanted to differentiate ourselves from the rest of the competition, so we really focused hard at latte art. And I'd really like to pour a different one if that's possible. I could pour you a heart, or...
There it is! A heart! That is amazing.
Yeah.
Ed, appreciate you taking time.
Oh, you have to drink this now.
And now I'm going to partake.
That's your first
in the
coffee.
So, as those out there that know me, I've never had coffee. I just never really wanted it. Even while I was in the service, I never wanted it. So here we go. Who knows what's going to happen here? I'm going to do it slow motion. It smells good. Is it hot?
You've been leaning on my counter, haven't you? You got coffee all over your hand.
I'm not a coffee drinker. It tastes good. It's not used to it. But besides that, I'm not gonna lie, it actually tastes pretty good. I might get addicted to coffee. I might be showing up here in the mornings. Need my coffee for the show. A heart? Coffee for a heart. It's beautiful. It goes together. Well, all right. Ed, we knocked it out, man.
We did.
Thanks for taking time for making me a coffee and showing us how everything goes down here. All right, man. Thanks, buddy.
You can drink the rest of that too.
Another awesome episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's impressive about this coffee shop? It's so community.
I mean, yeah, it's literally a stone's throw away from PLU, and it's in Parkland. And you know, there's not a lot of coffee shops that are, you know, small business minded. There's a lot of like the Forzas and the Starbucks and the drive-thrus, but there's not much that are really actual hole in the walls like Northern Pacific.
Right. And you know, it was established in 1994, and Ed picked up and took off with it, and as you know, as you can see, there's a lot of people in there and enjoying the coffee, and he's really particular about how he makes his coffee.
Oh yeah, and like when we were doing the shoot with him actually making the coffee, he was telling us, you know, sometimes they have to get it right. Right. If it takes 2, 3, 4, 5, they have to get that perfect shot. That's their trademark.
Absolutely. So if you're interested in coming down here to the North Pacific Coffee Company, you're going to go to 401 Garfield Street South, Parkland, Washington, 98444, or you can call 253-537-8338. I have my handy dandy card there just for those that are wondering why I'm looking down. So, you know, Ed's the man.
Ed is the man.
And he's really providing a really good service over here in Parkland, and they're doing a lot for the community.
And remember, it's not just a coffee shop. They do open mics and concerts in the back too, and they display local artists' piece too. So it's really a community place, not just a coffee shop.
Music, coffee, entertainment, friends, and everybody knows. It's almost like Cheers. Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody.
And that's important because, you know what? If someone comes in and they don't know him, well,
sit down and have a cup of coffee.
And get to know him.
Yeah, exactly.
PLU's right down the street. Coffee shop's right here. It goes hand in hand. Well, thanks for tuning into the Dave and Mike Show. I'm Dave.
And I'm Mike.
Tune in next week as we find the next awesome business or feature.
Exactly.
I don't think I'm going to have any more coffee.
Some people just don't have a taste for it. It's okay.
I really don't, Mike. I don't.
Well, folks, every once in a while when we go around to a business, we find kind of little oddball things, and apparently we have a time travel on our hands. As you can see here, someone stole this car, but it was dated August 24th, 2011. So if anyone's in the area in about a month, August 24th, you can witness the car theft in the Garfield Center building back parking lot. Check it out. Could be interesting.